Hey, it's Jason with the Midnight Bacon here with another video trying to make more progress on this Bride of Frankenstein piece. There's some things to the main figure I'd like to maybe tweak and see if I can fix up. But as I'm looking at this again, I'm looking at like her hairdo. I look at it now, it looks like it's coming in at a weird angle. It's like tilted too much. I think I need to flatten that out a little bit. The background I actually really like. I like the way that came out. I was trying to go with like a kind of an Art Deco type look, and it was kind of lightning inspired, and I just kind of like the way it came out. I like the way the skull sit on there, the rows at the bottom, and even the spider webs in the corner. There's just a lot I kind of like about that. The main kind of storm cloud, lightning bolt coming down background. And probably not the best way of doing it the way I did it, but I still kind of like how it came out, and I'm happy with it. Now maybe down the road I might look at it and go, "Eesh, what the hell did I do there?" But right now, as I look at it, I kind of like it, so I'm not gonna mess with it too much. So this is the first version, and I think even if I tweak this one, the other versions I was playing around with, it's not going to be that, because the way I've layered it out in Illustrator, I can just basically select the black and white part here and just drop it right on top. But for this one, the black on the green, I just kind of like, and yeah, there's some tweaks I'd like to make to it, but for the most part, I like the way it came out. After I did that, I just want to do a straight black and white piece. And that's what I have here is, again, I think whatever I do to the black and the green one, I can just drop right on here and just kind of a quick fix, so I'm not too worried about that. But even if this was just a solid, just black and white piece, I don't know what I'd ever really do with it, but knowing I have this variation is kind of nice, and I don't know. Right now at this moment, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think it'd be nice maybe if I can do more work like this and improve my skills and get better, it'd be nice to maybe take some of these, make prints out of them or stickers and take them to a con or sell them online or something. I don't know yet, but I'd just kind of like to build a library of this stuff, a library of my own graphics of this kind of stuff. And having a black and white version, although I don't know right now what I would do with it, down the road it might come in handy. I don't know. So after I did the black and white version, I worked on a color version, and honestly, I really liked it. I really liked the way it came out. I did change the color of the background to something that kind of matched her colors, the colors of the face. Or the body and the face, they all basically came from the same, how do I say this, like swatch group. But I like the way where the stitching is and making that a different color. Now maybe like one thing I could have done is add more to that, but I'm not sure how over the top I really wanted to go with this. One thing I would say though is it kind of made this a challenge is, in the original sketch and when I was vectoring, I didn't add any shadows like that. I had to kind of make that up as I was going. So I don't know how super accurate a lot of these shadows are, and I had to go back and look at the I had to go back and look at the reference images and see where shadows were hitting and how to apply them here. But even then, I was using quite a few different reference, so it was really kind of tough to do, and a lot of this I just kind of best guess, and just kind of make it up and try to think like where the light was coming from and where the shadows would fall and the form, and maybe not the best job, but I think it works for now. Definitely something I will kind of play with down the road. Again, I still want to flatten out that hair, but even the way I laid the shadows in on there, that was one I was kind of worried about. And I don't know, maybe I went over the top, but I kind of like it. I just need to fix the angle of it. it's kind of like I said, it looks like it just turned up a little too much. But yeah, the color version I kind of like. I can see something. I can see doing more with this. I just need to keep playing with it and just try to get it to where I want it. So after the color version, because I'm a nerd for this kind of stuff, I decided to take the black and white version. Maybe this is a good reason for having the black and white version, but I took the black and white version, dropped it in Photoshop, and did a 3D version. And I know right now it looks like a mess if you're looking at it without the red and blue glasses. If you do have a pair of the red and blue glasses, take a look at it. You know, you should be able to see it. It should pop out at you. And so like the lightning background, I try to push more towards the back, and her I try to push more in the front, and try to play with the skulls. The only thing that's kind of like is where it's at is kind of like neutral ground is the border, and you can see there's no red or blue around it, and that's a really fun and quick trick to do in Photoshop. The only thing I'm worried about is like if I ever wanted to print this is translating it from RGB to CMYK. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to come out, and I need to look more into that and see. You know, I've seen it done before, how people print 3D images like this, so I know it has to be done, or it can be done. I just have to figure it out. But yeah, and that's where I'm at now with it. So this one I will have to, like, if I do fix up the hair in the other ones, this one I will have to take back through and rebuild again, or at least her portion of it. But again, it's not that tough. It's just basically taking the red channel, moving it one way, and taking the blue and green channels and moving them another way. And yeah, that's where I'm at with this. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep making videos on this one or move on to other stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see. But here's where I'm at with this piece, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you later. Night.